right, good afternoon. It is 1600 hours here. And we are live at Toronto Pearson International Airport. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome. It's going to be a chilly night, but not to worry. I'll do all the freezing on your behalf. Looks like we got the 7-4 coming in on the other side of the airport. I don't know if I can. Visibility. Just a bit too low to catch anything on the other side today. But we got a border. Embraer E195 E2. So we will start with that one. Quarter 125 off to Montreal. Looking over my shoulder and I cannot see the 747, so hopefully we'll catch it depart later. Unless they go mixed mode, we'll see. Mysteries today. Off it goes. This is Taxiway Hotel. Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, we are expecting some snow in a little bit. Look forward to that. I like snow spotting. It's pretty. In the meantime, regular viewers of the show will know that I am a fan of chalet sauce. So I'm working on that as we go. I don't know what I did with my electric hand warmers. That's interesting. They're in some bag somewhere, probably in my car. Further down, hotel. Sunwing 521 heads to Puerto Vallarta. 737-800. Last Friday was a absolutely fantastic show. Thank you all for being here, and then the weather and life kept me away for a bit, but we're back on Friday. It's a nice way to end a week, in my opinion. Weather's not too bad. It's a bit chilly. And we are expecting some snow. So we'll see what comes. I do like snow. Snow spotting is a lot of fun. Especially because you can barely see the snow on the ground right now. Just little patches here and there. And there's the 737-800 rotating. It goes. Not to be outdone. A WestJet 737 MAX 8. Where are you off to? Calgary, flight 667. And then we got an 800 United behind it. United 733 off to Houston. got United across in front just about now. There we go. As the WestJet rotates. United 733 to Houston, 737-800. Jazz 880 is heading to Newark on an Embraer 175. Clear for takeoff. Back lined up, we got Air Canada. Max 8, where are you off to? Montreal, Air Canada 418. Truck. Just opening up my hand warmers as the temperature starts to drop. About to begin the chemical reaction. a chilly one. Not as bad as last weekend, I don't think. So I'm looking forward. A320 will be up next, United 568 to Denver. Making his way from behind this fence. There it is. It goes. All right, let's keep our eyes down taxiway hotel as things start to move along. In the meantime, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. My name is Michael. I'm the creator and host of Wake Turbulence Aviation. Happy to be here this Friday evening at Toronto Pearson Airport. We're at runway 23 right now, and we are watching for, oh, whatever comes to runway 23. So hopefully, we're definitely going to get some heavies. Whether they be departures or if they switch to arrivals over here, that works too. So looking forward to hanging out with you for the next few hours until I get too cold to function or they switch runways to some weird configuration. But thanks for joining us. Very happy to have you here. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, also Blue Sky recently. And it would mean a lot if you could hit that subscribe button if you have not done so, if you're just hanging out. Join us. Say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're from. We like meeting people. Optional, of course. Just happy to have you along for the ride. We got surprised last week with the 747 arrival on this side of the airport. That was cool. They were just doing departures here, and then all of a sudden we had a turnaround 7-4. Air Canada 2115 to Vancouver, 737 MAX 8, making its way along here. And we're going to see a little machinery moving around. Alaska 737 about to cross in front. There it is. Look at that beauty. And the Alaska is a 737-900. Flight 973 headed to Seattle, Washington. Yeah, I'm at the airport. And don't quote me on this, but I believe at one point in the past, before I was really into runways and stuff, this runway here used to be 2-4 right, or just something like that. I forget how they did it, or they were 2-3 left and right or something, but don't quote me on the exact numbers. And then when they built the additional south runway they changed the designation so that they wouldn't have a left and center on one side and then a right all the way on the other side. But it's the exact same heading as the runways in the south, 230 something degrees magnetic. And then, but they just rounded this one down and rounded the ones on the south up. Well, thanks, Brimhawk. Yeah. As you've been around the airport back in the day, if this was once 24 right and 6 left, then when they added the newer runway in the south, they just made those both the 24s and made this one 23. But that was due to not having a left and a center way over on one side and then a right many kilometers away. So much like in Los Angeles, they have the 24s and the 25s, same heading, but there's a 24 left and right and a 25 left and right. Otherwise there'd be like a center left, center right. I don't know how you do that, so they just gave it a different 10 degrees difference in the designation. Appreciate that, Mark. Thank you. Welcome to CYYZ. I made a members video, mostly just messing around, but imagining if Canada did become the 51st state, which has been floated around in the political discourse. Not to get political, it's not about politics, it's more about, I was speculating what would happen to airport designations. Would this then become KYYZ? Or would they maybe change it to something else? Anyway, not a hope in heck of Canada joining the United States, but it was a interesting week. Grim, you're correct. Alcohol does lower the body temperature. You may not feel it, but yeah, you could get hypothermia. Bad idea. You can hear the planes before they come around the corner. I can hear those. Hear the high-pitched squeal. That would be coming at us. Flair 603 and Max 8 off to Vancouver. Yes, I know. It was more just amusing to play with the thought experiment. I don't think anyone in Canada is at all worried about any outcome from those comments. Skywalking, that sounds like the setup for a joke. To get to the other side. Why did the Delta plane have to do an emergency landing? I don't know. Why? I don't know. I did read something today about an engine failure in Atlanta. Maybe, is that what you're talking about? And they evacuated on the runway? Not sure if that's what you're referring to, but I have been at work all day, so I've been not reading too much. Sometimes I work at work. Let's hear those whale engines. 220. Headed to Yow! Air Canada 460. Our first Yow of the stream. Yowza. I finally got the new merch store working correctly. Excited about that. Because I want to buy my own. I want to buy my own shirts. That's the main reason I did a merch store is because I wanted to buy shirts with my logo on it in a way that was easy. And I've been pleased that other people have bought some shirts and hats and stuff as well. So it's just cool to think that something I designed is getting shipped around the world. Yowza! All right, this one is not going to Yow. This is a Philadelphia Embraer ERJ 145 Piedmont Airlines 5884 flying for American Eagle. The ERJ 145 LR. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate that. I knew it was something to do with an engine. I just didn't get all the details. Nigel, greetings. Whereabouts is Greenfield Park? I'm not familiar with it. Welcome to the show, though. Appreciate you being here. I love Quebec. I was there a couple weeks ago, mostly in the Montreal area, but I gotta get back to Quebec City. It's one of my favorite cities in the entire country. It might actually be my favorite city in Canada. Ah, merci. Got our little Jazzy heading to LaGuardia, Embraer 175. This is Jazz 992. Cleared for takeoff. 1796 headed to Punta Cana A319. A baby bus. Bonjour FS from Brossard. Can you plane spot in Montreal without a car? I suppose you can. I think you can take a bus to some spots. The spots on the east side are pretty solid. We did a stream there in, I don't even remember, September, August? Probably September. Whenever the Nolanor thing was, I literally just don't remember when we went. But yeah, we did a stream on the east side, and it seems like there's bus stops around there. The south side is a little bit in a little industrial area, the Delisette Park. But I don't know enough. I haven't been there enough times to know all the ins and outs. I do always just drive up, and especially because I go when it's ridiculously cold, as I seem to have this habit lately of plane spotting in the worst possible weather. But we had fun. If you have not seen that stream, a couple of highlights. The Emirates 777. I really loved the Air Inouï 737-200. You don't see those very often anymore. Then it was about -8 and snowing. And then freezing rain started to come in, so we called it there. But a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Met some awesome folks from the Montreal plane spotting community as well. Yeah, very lovely time there. I will go back in the spring. The problem is it's a good 5+ hour drive. And that costs a lot of money in gas. So I kind of have to go and make a weekend out of it. Have another reason to go, like bring my family, take the kids somewhere. And then plane spot as well. Otherwise, I can't really afford to go just for a stream. Just being honest. I do love it though. Like the time before I went with John and Thomas for the Nolanor Plane Spotter event. And that was fantastic. Air Element, yeah, done a couple from YVR. Once again, got to be there already. I would never fly out to Vancouver just to do a stream. You know, unless somehow there was a way to have it pay for itself. A330, 300 headed to Frankfurt, Air Canada 840. Butter Machine. Hey, Sylvia, welcome. I was talking about the UK today, actually. Because I also have a British passport. So I was like, if things go south in North America, I got a backup plan. Take my kids to Inverness. We can plane spot Ryanair 737s all day. Myron, yes. We have what I like to call a healthy relationship in which we understand each other's hobbies and passions and support each other in that way. She's the most phenomenal human being I've ever met in my entire life, so I'm honored to spend my life with her. And she is not watching, so, and she won't see this comment, so. Rouge up next. Rouge 1740 to Veradero. Cuba. Delay for wake turbulence. Hey Brim, I don't usually go into my personal work there, but it is not aviation related. It's regular Monday to Friday. Not nearly as exciting as airplanes. That chalet sauce did not know what hit it. Wow. Hello down there. What do we got? Ah, Sunwing coming from the infield terminal, looks like. Unless it was at de-icing. I'm not zoomed out far enough. Alright, Katie, yeah, Katie's awesome. Love Katie. Just putting my hand warmers in my gloves here. And then we're gonna have a look at this plane that just crossed in front of us. Air Canada 614 to Halifax. A220 winding up runway 23. Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. I do like Friday night streams. They're fun. I used to do them all the time, and then summer messed everything up because I was, you know, doing silly things like taking a 747 to Frankfurt. Worth it in the end, I think. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're Toronto's only YouTube airport live stream. So Brim, I took a 747 when I was a child. So it was my first time in like over 30 years. I was a little bit disappointed. Like I found it cool that I was on the 747, but in terms of the experience, it felt like any other plane. Just you could look across the plane and see further because it was bigger. On the way back, I upgraded to business so I could sit on the second deck, and the view was cool. I did enjoy it, but honestly, it could have been any other plane. I just liked it because I knew what I was on, and I enjoyed it though. I would do it again. I wouldn't upgrade to business again. That was a once in a lifetime, just to see what it was like. And except for the fact that they kept throwing food and drinks at us, I didn't really notice anything. I mean, I like the full recliner seats and the flat seats. I don't sleep well on planes anyways, so I want to look out the window. So I did a lot of window looking. In fact, I do have a video on the channel of the entire flight out the window. It's like 8.5 hours from gate to gate. My GoPro worked hard. Not even time lapse, so only watch it if you are so bored. Actually, I like falling asleep to it. White engine noise. That's fair. Yeah, the takeoff roll is long. Although I do find the 737 Maxes have very long takeoff rolls as well. But they feel lighter. Air Canada 1193 to Thunder Bay on an A220-300. I did not know that they flew 220s to Thunder Bay. Now I do. Consider me learned. I've had one on the stream. I've never been in a plane on a rejected takeoff or a go around. But I've caught them with the camera. Not the same thing, obviously. I think in the summer it was Egypt Air we saw do a rejected takeoff. Started its roll and then not after a long period of time on the runway. It was relatively immediate. It changed plans. Started and then ended up exiting, I think at Bravo or maybe 15L. I don't remember, to be honest. I have a video of it though. I think you can search the channel for that one. I don't remember, to be honest. Nice, Sylvia. Yeah. I will nap on planes. I think I like being on planes too much that I feel like if I sleep, I kind of waste the experience. Wowza, that must have been something. Yeah, it looks like the Sunwings are all at infield. There's another one making its way this way. You'll see it over here in a bit. But before that, looks like a 321 Rouge 1658 to Tampa is going to be turning on a hotel. I would love to be involved in a rejected takeoff or a go-around. I just find them cool to feel the force of the aircraft. I do understand why people who don't understand how it works would be terrified, but whereas I would think, if they're slamming on the brakes, it means we have room to stop. Otherwise, they would have left the ground. There's the Rouge. Yeah, Sylvia, I just spent so much time looking out the window. I could literally just stare out the window for hours and be a happy little child. This isn't the typical runway inspection vehicle, so I'm curious. I have the radio on, but I don't hear them saying anything. I'm on the Tower North frequency. Juliet now. What's going on over there? Alright. Fair enough. Who knows? Could have been a million different things. Yeah, that tracks. I sometimes get really nerdy. Get out my iPad with ForeFlight or Flight Plan Go that can use GPS without the internet, and then follow on the map. And sometimes it can tell you how fast you're going. As long as you downloaded all the maps. Well, hello there. It's official. My fingers no longer work. Sunwing lining up. It's getting dark. What's going on? Oh yeah, forgot. Still winter. Raccoons? I'm not sure. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. Definitely foxes and coyotes and such. Getting dark. I'm gonna get out the Fuji. It's becoming Fuji 100 hours. Zero F100. I think we'll do this one more RJ 900 Jazz 74 to Washington Ronald Reagan, then we'll see if we can get Fuji rocking. Start by at least plugging in Fuji, letting it begin collecting a little power in the background, making sure that's all working. I will be right with this RJ. Give me a second. All right, back to the RJ. And then we're gonna get Fuji coming. It's that time of night. I like the nighttime stream. All right. I will briefly pop this one on. I'm not going to be super interesting right now. I'm just switching up my camera, so it'll be appropriate. Wires, of course, need my HDMI attachment. So in the Fuji here, not that anybody really cares about this stuff, but I have a little window here. Of course, this is very hard to do in gloves. So essentially I have the power in and the HDMI out. I'll just drop that glove on the ground, I guess. And then what I'm going to do is unplug the Sony, which is currently doing its thing. And I will take this off the tripod. I do recognize there is a Delta plane, but sometimes you gotta miss the odd plane in order to get the camera rolling. But it'll be worth it later when we get a heavy or something. So actually that will work. I'll pop this on here. That power on. Or I will drop my entire streaming box. That's always good. You know, just to have a little fun. Get the ISO down. Way up high. And then maybe it's ready just in time. Just in time to catch that departure with the Fuji. All right. Did I say RJ? I meant, I wasn't looking. I'm busy. A319 Delta. Sorry. RJ was the last one. Distracted by equipment. Alright, we got the Fuji up and running now. Had the first hour on the day camera, which is always fun because the zoom is a lot nicer. We do not have nearly as much zoom on this, but it does. That should work now. All right. I've never seen an RJ1000. Didn't know that was a thing. All right, here we go. We're rolling now. We're going to be getting into full night mode shortly. Okay, we got inbound on 2-3. What do we got? A Dash 8 coming in. Catch that in a moment. Just another few minutes out here. And the Dash 8 is coming in from Yow! Yeah, baby! Flip the Fuji around momentarily. Oh, getting a little chilly. I'm gonna have to change my hat. And a WestJet 7-3 while we await the Dashi. Honkity honk honk. Look at Frosty go. Alright, now Dashi might be blocked by a truck, but we'll see. There's Dashi. Hello. Q400 from Yow! Porter 2704. We don't often see the Porter 2704. The dashboards usually go to the island. We do get a few here, but not as common as the Jazz Dash 8s.
line up for Victor, US 1172.
WestJet 1172 to Fort Myers on Max 8.
Take off runway 2 for US 1172.
My favorite aircraft. Regular visitors to the channel will know that it's the 747-8. Jazz 696 to Boston, Embraer 175. Thanks, Mike. It's Fuji at twilight. Some of my favorite types of images. Well, hope you're all doing well. Looks like we got a little guy on Juliet. A Hawker 850 XP, but I don't know where it's going. It's on its way. I don't know where it's going. It's on its way. Taking its time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Hawker. Queen of the runway. Hey, Mark. How's the weather in Halifax? That's a good sound. I like that one. Yes, Susan. Great song. I'm leaving on a jet Porter 167 we're going to see in a moment, and this one is going to Embraer E195 E2 to Ottawa. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go, standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Oh, WestJet 737 stealing the show here for a moment. That one is off to Vancouver. 737-800 as that Porter just takes off to our nation's capital. I am definitely not old enough to know that song in its original release, but definitely heard it many times on my dad's records. And I think, was it when Armageddon came out, Chantal Kreviazuk did a cover, which wasn't that bad actually, but I much prefer the John Denver version. Peter Palmieri as well, fantastic. Here are the engines. Off to Vancouver, WestJet 719, 737-800. Gareth, welcome. One of my favorite YouTubers is from Wales. He's hilarious. Love Wales. Air Canada Butter Machine A330. Where are you off to? To San Jose. Air Canada 957 with the Star Alliance livery. My first year after graduating university, I lived in the UK, and my best mate over there was Welsh. He said, "I'm Steve from Cardiff." Looks like a C series. Nope, it was a 321. I could not see in the dark. Slap on the wrist, Michael. Q400 there, though. See you later, Butter Machine. Enjoy your flight. I'm not gonna lie though, his last name was Jones. It is a very common Welsh last name, Jones. Catherine Zeta, Tom, Steve. Oh, that's cool. Georgetown. I like Georgetown. Someone else I worked with over there was from Swansea. Quite a different accent. Delay for wake turbulence here on this A321-200 to LAX, Los Angeles Air Canada 791. And I would obviously like to take a moment to express my heartfelt sadness at the devastation that's going on in Los Angeles right now. I was in LA a year ago, and we drove up the coast where some of the fires are happening. Theo and I drove to Malibu before we head to Vegas. Horrifying, the images. We have a inbound on 23. Let's watch this takeoff first. Cessna Citation Ultra coming in. Alright, I'll flip around. I'm like, so much flipping. What else am I doing? Plane spotting. Of course I'm going to watch the planes. It's not snowing on my ear, so I can move around. Didn't say where this was coming from, though. All right, Q400 lining up next. I don't know where it's going to. Oh, Dashy, I hate to go. Thank you, Thomas. Oh, what's that? Is it the early morning rain or something morning rain? Gordon Lightfoot talks about is it a 737? Or a Learjet? No, the Learjet was the You're So Vain that you probably think the song is about. He talks about taking a Learjet up to Nova Scotia to watch a total eclipse of the sun. That's a cool song. Off the top of my head, I can't think of the Gordon Lightfoot. That's it in the early morning at 7:07. Thank you. Thanks, folks. Oh, yeah. It's cold and my memory sucks today. It's been a long week. Another heavy taxiing. Looks like it's on Alpha right now. Air Canada 1026 to Fort Lauderdale. A330-300. Yeah, You're So Vain. Great song. You're so vain. Probably think this song is about you. What other cool things are coming up? Oh, the Condor beige beach livery. Condor 2403 to Frankfurt. It's about to start its taxi. If Mel is around, I apologize in advance. Mel's not a fan of the Condor. It's dark. This is my power cable now, because the Fuji requires a slightly different setup. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. We're at 17:24 Eastern Standard Time here at Toronto Pearson International Airport. CYYZ is the ICAO code. The IATA is YYZ, or YYZ if you're from the United States. Dutchman from Calgary, YYC in the house. Nice to have you here. I have the crappiest possible webcam, but it doesn't eat up a lot of bandwidth, so it works for me. All right, we got heavy coming in. Let's do it. Oh, I'm with you, Brim. It's Z. It's just so many people call it YYZ. Majorly. I did not know that one. The Guess Who. I love the Guess Who. Not everybody's popular opinion, but my favorite Guess Who song I think is Rain Dance. Because Fifi said to Don the baker, "Can you show me how to bake another bun, Don?" And I'm just sitting with my next door neighbor saying, "Where'd you get the gun, John?" They don't write lyrics like that anymore. Or Christopher was asking the astronomer, "Can your telescope tell me where the sun's gone?" And this is why people don't watch this stream for very long, because it makes no sense. They tune in and they're like, "What is this guy talking about? Baking? Astronomy?" Oh, that is also a fabulous song. Amen. Falling down at home. All right, on my drive home tonight, Guess Who? Sylvia, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. Enjoy the night. It's late over there in the UK, so get some sleep. It's almost Saturday morning now. Yes, Tyler, I've been watching all the fire operations on radar. I mostly use Radar Box these days because they provide the widget for the channel, but 6 of one, half a dozen the other, I guess. I do like their interface. I was disappointed, I guess is the word I will use in present company, that People were flying drones and one hit one of the Super Scoopers from Quebec and grounded it, unfortunately. So that was a thing. Bad news. Condor is beginning its taxi. This is exciting. I like the striped Condors. They're a lot of fun. They're different. I like when things, you know, shake it up a bit. That's basically where that comes from. It's cold. Oh, I just yawned. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. That's our secret. I am reading currently where I am standing. First of all, my fingers don't work on my phone. I gotta get my stylus out, I guess. Apparently, first of all, my phone thinks I'm in Toronto. But I have Toronto showing snow showers and -3 degrees Celsius. Chilly, snowy morning tomorrow with a chance of more snow showers later today. Saturday looks like a good 20-30% chance in the morning of snow, and then less so as the day progresses. I'm gonna try to, last Saturday I was busy, so I'm gonna try to get out for an Emirates arrival. I'm going to try to hit 2-4 left arrivals tomorrow, assuming that's where they're coming in. But I'm going to go over on Condor and watch them come in from the other side, because I do enjoy that angle. Let me see if I can catch EK241, which has an estimated departure time at 3:30, which is its scheduled departure. So hoping around 8:30 in the morning I'll be able to hop out here and do a live stream. I'm gonna have to leave by the late afternoon. AirNav's got some. I love AirNav. It's a great app. Not just because they provide the widget for the channel, but I like the interface a lot. So, what was I saying? Doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm going to see a movie. I'm going to see a movie tomorrow night with a former colleague. So I'm going to try to get a nice stream in during the day. I guess we need more light already. Look at that. There we go. It's getting dark. Fuji's got your back. I'm just waiting for Condor. Come on, Condor! Hey, we got a lot of people come out on Friday night. Look at that. We got like 378 people tuned in right now. As soon as I said that, we lose 20. Because, you know, jinx. Condor will get us rolling. Those are bright headlights. This is why I like departures at night, not arrivals, because this washes it all out. We can even, the lights aren't even all that bright, but there goes the vehicle. There we go, we're truck spotting. Truck spotting. Condor is still on the ramp, though. We'll get it. Bianca. Flight 627 to San Salvador. on a 321 Neo.
For takeoff, runway 23, lots of 627.
PIA is popular. We've actually got lucky the last few streams of PIA. For the PIA fans, that is. I can take or leave it as an airline, but I respect its fandom. Avianca flight 627 to San Salvador, 321 Neo. Rouge 1956 is headed to Quebec City on an Airbus A320-200, about to line up as we watch the Neo depart to San Salvador. Beautiful.
Takeoff 23, Rouge 1956.
Awesome, Jason. I will definitely catch up. That'll be a nice, make a nice video, I think. Whoops, sorry about that. I was checking to see if my wife had messaged me. I told her and the kids should tune in, but they're probably busy doing other things like playing Roblox or something. I call this my unnecessarily large runway inspection graphic. Nobody needs it, nobody asked for it, and that's exactly why I love it. Air Canada 743, MAX 8 to San Francisco. Taking off next. Just checking in at home, seeing how everybody's doing. How you doing at home? That's a thumbs up. Are the kids around? If they want to say hi, they can say hi live on YouTube. Maeve, do you want to say hi?
Maeve's upstairs.
Was that Isla? Isla, say hi to YouTube. Alright, we'll call you later. That's my 4-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old, saying hello to everybody. Appreciating you all being here as much as I am. I mean, Is YYZ ever that busy? It's pretty steady so far. It's having a lull right now. It's going to be busy in a bit. There's always periods of slow times and then fast times. This Max 8's headed to San Francisco, Air Canada 743, and then we will catch the Condor. And as Jason was telling us, the first XLR at Pearson ever. But we will have WestJet 489 to Winnipeg and a Max 8 lining up after this. And then we got the Condor. The beige Condor will be number 3 now. The WestJet is a swoop livery as well. I will switch over to Condor once it is visible. Love that. Love the colors, even at night, especially at night. Long roll on the 7.3s. Cleared for takeoff. I'm sorry, a Korean Air Max 8, excuse me. going to follow the Shamrock, first XLR at Toronto Pearson ever, according to Jason. I didn't look this up, but I'll take your word for it. Let's watch.
Condor 24036, bye.
First XLR A321 to visit Toronto ever has departed to Dublin, Shamrock 1 Mike November. Now we got Air Canada 420 to Montreal A330. That was cool. I've never seen an XLR. It looked not all that unique. But it was brand new, delivered July 2024, so less than a year old for Aer Lingus Shamrock. And this 330. Looking forward to when Air Canada gets all theirs. 330 is up. And a WestJet Max 8 lining up behind it to Orlando. WestJet 1224. While it wasn't the lean green butter machine, it was cool. It was cool to see. The WestJet lining up next to Orlando. Max 8. Nice lineup behind it on Alpha and Hotel. RJ900 lining up next. Jazz Aviation for Air Canada Express. Jazz has RJs, Embraers, and Dash 8s. The RJ we're about to see is headed to Detroit. Did I say Jazz? I meant Endeavour Air. I did not look in great detail. Sorry about that. It went by on my screen and it was so tiny. And I saw a quick color. And there we go. It's clearly Endeavour Air. I was not looking carefully enough. Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes things are small and hard to see on these little screens. RJ900 to Detroit. My first clue was Detroit. Endeavour 4980 for Delta connection. RJ900. Hello, Porter. But first, Rouge 1812 to Cancun on a 321.
Roger, lab 1823, and we'll keep traffic in sight for departure airport.
United Express Embraer. Probably a brick out, but I have not clicked it yet. Yep, Republic 3542 to O'Hare, Embraer 170. But first, Porter 665 is going to LAX. Oh, devastating what's going on in LA right now. So my thoughts are with the folks of Los Angeles and the Southern California area, dealing with some horrendous wildfires. I've flown to Cancun 3 times. I've never flown to Tulum. That sounds cool. I'll have to check it out sometime. hear you, Susan. I would travel a lot more if I could afford it. There's a Jazz, RJ. Clearly visible. Air Canada 462. Heading to Yow on an A220. Ottawa. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Tyler, for the drops of wisdom. Jazz 994, we're going to see on an RJ 900 to LaGuardia, and then a Delta Connection RJ behind it. And the Delta Connection is Endeavour Air 5306 to LaGuardia on an RJ 900 LR. Gulp. Endeavour 5306 to LaGuardia. RJ 900 for Delta Connection. Definitely Dino. Peter actually watches the show sometimes over here. He was one of our 5,000 subscriber contest winners, actually. Air Canada 267 headed to Winnipeg on an A320 is up next, and then that's American 1111 to Dallas Fort Worth. This is a 33-year-old Airbus A320. It has had a good life. Off to Winnipeg. Air Canada 267. And we're going to see American 1111 waiting there. That's going to Dallas. 737-800.
Air Canada 276.
When was the last time American changed up their livery? I kind of like it. But I'm also boring, I fully admit. 11:11 to Dallas. Oh, yeah, I did like that look. That was a good look. Good looking planes. Little Cessna Citation, Air Sprint 519 lining up now. Don't know where it's off to. Great sound. Alright, looks like the British 777-200 pushing back. Off to Heathrow, 5 Charlie Alpha. That's cool. Alright, we're in another little lull. 6 o'clock, lull time. Not for too long though. We'll have a look over at business over on Taxiway Hotel. We say lull and then it'll pick up. Do I have a favorite biz jet? I don't know. Did the Dassault Falcons count? I like those. I also like the Bombardier Globals. I don't know. I can't say for certain. Haven't given it too much thought. Ah, Dino. I had a hot drink earlier, but it became a cold drink within 40 minutes. So I'm out of hot drinks. My hot drink situation is negative. Sometimes I wish I could snap my fingers and make a black coffee appear. I don't have that kind of magic power though. Thanks for visiting, everybody. Appreciate you being here. This is Wake Turbulence Aviation live from Toronto Pearson. We're in the middle of a dinner hour lull until we get to the nighttime heavies. When we get around 7, 8 o'clock tonight, it's going to be heavy, 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 heavy. unlike a faucet that doesn't work, that goes drip, drip, drip. Unrelated. A220 we're going to see next. Heading to Montreal, Air Canada 422. I appreciate everybody who's been here for a while. New subscribers from the beginning. Appreciate you all being here. I do have one, Dino. I just keep forgetting to bring it. I do that on weekends. I'll load up a couple of really good tumblers. I just drink them too fast. Agreed, Susan. I need to get a Fuji espresso and camera combo. Mel, lucky you, you missed Condor. I usually hang out until I get too cold. With Friday night action, I'll probably be here till about 9 o'clock. Then it slows down, but we'll see. If I can keep the heat away, I can last longer, but we'll see. Turkish. Turkish often ends our stream on its departure. Tends to leave around ending time. Although, Mel, right after Condor was the first ever 321 XLR at Pearson, which departed the Aer Lingus, so you can scroll back, but I caution you, you may accidentally see some yellow beach stripes on a 330. So take a, I don't know, take a Tums or something before you watch it. Challenging to see the other side of the airport. Wonder if I can get Turkish a little bit. It's down by that tree. I can't actually see anything. The wrong tree. I lost it to the building. It was over there somewhere. I can't actually see the screen I'm looking at, so I did see it with my eyes, but I don't know if the camera was able to catch it. But that was Turkish, landing on the other side. So I gotta confess something to you. I am not on Team Stripes. I'm on Team Even More Stripes. Let's mix it up. Let's get stripes with pool ball numbers. Let's get an 8-ball livery. Let's get stripes versus solids. Let's get the prison uniform. Let's get the candy cane. Let's get a red, white, and blue one just for, I don't know, patriotism or something for a country that's not Germany. They should stripe with the German flag. Get the black and the yellow. It's yellow, orange, yellow, I think. I'm tired, I don't remember. So I'm on Team More Stripes. They should do a whole rainbow one, and then just like monochromatic shades of gray stripes. I'm telling you. Mel, I'm just getting started. Just you wait. So many stripes. Yeah, the barber pole, love that. The barber plane. We'll call it the Air Sweeney Todd. Maybe that's a bad idea. Would love that. Hudson Bay Stripes. What a great idea. Yes, let's send our ideas to Condor. I'm sure they will say, oh, look at this random Canadian person giving us ideas. Let's jump on it and spend a whole bunch of money. I'm in. Oh, I love you all. You're all fantastic. Fantastic, people. All the stripes. Agreed. As one of the only Canadian airport streamers, I'd rather not be the 51st state because then I won't be as unique. I'll be just another US streamer. I joke, that's never gonna happen. Alright, Aiden keeping an eye on the terminals for us. 78710 on pushback, KLM. Love that play. Looks like 5 Charlie Alpha is entering the taxiway shortly. It's holding there on Alpha. The KLM is behind it. There's a 330 that's pushed back as well. Oh, British is now taxiing down Alpha. Flight 92, Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha to London Heathrow 777-200 ER. I hiccuped partway through saying that. That A-frame is a sound barrier. There's one over here as well. That goes over to so that if you're walking along Airport Road down here by the fence, you're not going to get blasted. Although that would be fun. Except it would blast you into traffic. Unlike at Maho Beach, where you get to fly into the lovely warm waters, you would get thrown directly in front of an 18-wheeler. Which I've never done it, but I believe it's probably not productive. Anyway, so that is a barrier there for the jet blast. And so this one kind of goes right where hotel meets runway 23. A lot of planes hold short there, and then the jet blast would shoot right over at the Vista hangar there. I mean, yeah, probably. It would look good. I would need a whole bunch of security clearance to do a stream like that, but so it's unlikely that will ever happen, but it's always fun to dream. I like dreaming. I'm a little bit more protected now, as you can see. I've got my jacket hood on, my hoodie hood. I've got my, oh, I'm wearing, didn't realize what hat I pulled out today. Got my Olympics hat. And my neck warmer. Vest. I think I'm wearing my, I don't even remember what hoodie I had on today. Is it my Olympics hoodie? It is! Canada! Woo! Get this zipped up. There we go. Get that over the neck. My safety vest. Donated by Tony, former Air Canada mechanic. And we're waiting for Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha off to Heathrow, which is over there somewhere. Camera's pointing at the little gap. It's chilly, not gonna lie. I'm cold. Anyways, nice to see you there, folks. Hope you're all doing well. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'm hoping you are enjoying something warm to drink in a warm environment. Don't you worry, I'm out here doing the cold on your behalf. It's just not fair because I can see Tim Hortons from here, just over the traffic light. The red from the sign is glowing, beckoning to me, but what are you gonna do? Yes, and Paul's boots. Paul, one of our long-term loyal subscribers, donated some ice fishing boots, which I now use for my winter streams, and they are fantastic. Never have to worry about my toes anymore. BA92 Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha to London Heathrow 777-200 ER, about to line up on runway 23. I can't have a break, sadly, because then I have to leave my equipment unattended. I could Uber, I guess, but that's weird. That was the ground frequency. Are they delayed?
South Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha, we are ready now. South Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha, just on the hotel, we are ready for departure. Apologies for that, we were expecting to be staying for already. We have on the big so we have now the cabin book to solve the score by the airline. Good line up, runway 26 to be there, 5 Charlie Alpha.
British are coming. The British are coming. Cleared for coffee. Runway 23. All right, here it comes. I see the tail. Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha to Heathrow 777-200 ER. All the way to London.
Runway 26, prepare to fly to Charlie Alpha. Runway 23-82.
Triple 7-200 ER to London. Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha. Jazz 82 Embraer 175 to Newark. Hey, Paul. I'm going to skip ahead to KLM 692. It's a 787-10 to Amsterdam. KLM, KL 692 to Amsterdam.
Let's take off runway 23 or Canada 10.
Dreamliner off to Amsterdam. Tested, you should be on that flight to Amsterdam. Piedmont 1586 to Philadelphia, Embraer ERJ 145 LR. Glad you could join us. We got ourselves a heavy in Air Canada A330. Lufthansa 471 is taxiing as well. Our Queen of the Skies off to Frankfurt. The 747 is my favorite plane. Air Canada 886 is up to Vienna on this butter machine. I was in the Vienna airport in the summer. I found it very small, but maybe I was just in the wrong spot. Oh, that's cool, Gary. I wish I could have spent more time there. I just had an hour layover at the airport. But I did get a pretzel. I think I had an Austrian beverage and a pretzel of some sort. I said to the lady, look, I'm only here for an hour. Give me something quintessentially Austrian. And she was probably trolling me, but that's okay. I'll take a troll. I'm always a fan of a well-placed trolling. I heard of that, Mark. Somebody mentioned that in the chat a while back. That would be a horrible mistake to end up in Austria thinking you're going to Australia. You almost couldn't be further away. What a horrific error to make. I feel like Sydney, Nova Scotia and Sydney, Australia are very different. Though I've only been to Sydney, Nova Scotia out of the two. I'm imagining Sydney, Australia, very different, at least from the photos that I have seen. In the meantime, Air Canada 618 headed to Halifax, speaking of Nova Scotia, on an A320. I feel like St. John and St. John's, you're at least, you know, in the same part of the country. But to think you're going to Australia and end up in Austria, that is, you're going to be very disappointed. Not at Austria, but just the fact that you're on the other side of the planet. Queen time, Lufthansa 471, 747-400 to Frankfurt. Here we go. Queen of the skies. The jumbo. WestJet 664, 737, 800 coming in while we watch Lufthansa disappear into the distance. And we see a MAX 8 lining up here to Edmonton, Air Canada 175 as the WestJet rolls out. Lining up now. The colors at night are awesome. Mel, thank you so much, gifting a membership. Welcome, Kang Z. Or Kang Zai. That's a 1-month membership. Does not automatically renew, so don't worry about getting charged for anything. It's just, you can watch some of our members' videos. What a fantastic 747 departure we saw there. Dominican. Hello, hello. Seven 737 MAX 8 to Punta Cana, Dominican 5801, Aerojet. Turn and burn! Turning and burning. Porter Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Where are you going? To Montreal. Porter 2705. Or Dashport 2705 is their call sign for the Dash 8s. And then Porter is the call sign for the Porters. They have 2 operating licenses. I've only flown on a Porter Dash 8. Once. From Dallas to Toronto, Billy Bishop. Mickey Mouse, yeah, British has a couple flights a day to Canada. I don't think I've ever heard the tower say turn and burn. They might say take off on the roll. Evan, doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Or take off no delay. I think British does 2 flights a day to Toronto. WestJet. Headed to Calgary, 737-800, flight 671 with an old swoop livery. Hey, Greg. Speaking of the UK, we got a beast. About to make itself visible. I will film that beast. Sorry, Rouge. We're gonna see Air Canada 854 to London Heathrow 777-300ER. Here we go.
Takeoff 23 Air Canada 854. Departing 28 Jacob Edwards 656.
Steven, hey! Snowing in the Okanagan, eh? Captain Mickey Mouse, they're landing on the other side of the airport, so no. And also, 1111 is also a no because it's very late. So I would only see it depart if they kept the configuration, but after 11, operations often shift to things I can't see. Thanks, folks, for helping us get to 400 likes. Appreciate that. The more of you that hit that like button, the better it is for the channel, so I really appreciate all the support. Thank you. You are fantastic. Let's go look down Taxiway Hotel again. See what's going on. It is 18:45 Eastern Standard Time here at Toronto Pearson International Airport. Hope you're having a good evening. It is cold. That is all. It's a tough balance here, trying to stay hydrated and warm at the same time. Oh yeah. Little FedEx Cessna, Morningstar Air Express, FedEx feeder. They usually come in twos. They're like thunder and lightning. I appreciate it. Let's go back to hotel. I'm going to attempt to slightly hydrate, but not freeze at the same time. It's a tough balance. Oh, a tug is coming. Tested, you're welcome to stand out here for 3 hours. It takes a toll after a while, even if it's not cold initially. Good question. Not sure. Taking up next, we got Republic Airways. Here we go, Republic. Flight 3711 to Newark on an Embraer 175 for United Express. Hey, Viper! Good to see ya. There's a Jazz RJ. Old friend Jazz RJ. And the Jazz is headed to Detroit, flight 775, RJ 900. Brickyard. Looks like we got another beast taxiing Air France 355 to Charles de Gaulle on Alpha currently, 777-300. Looking forward to that one. I have, Mickey. I've flown to Newark twice. Last time was probably 20 years ago, though. Actually, yeah, just over 20 years ago. Last time I flew to Newark. I should go again. That'd be a good plane spotting trip. Cool aircraft at Newark. '88. It's alright. It's not that cool. I got layers. I was freezing in the windy Montreal stream over the holidays because that was -8 and windy and freezing rain and such. Yeah, I think honestly 2004 was the last time I went to Newark. Did New York City, but flew to LaGuardia. Hey, Roblox. Steven, thank you so much for your support all the way from Kelowna. Here's Air France 355 777-300 to Charles de Gaulle. Thank you, Steven. Air France 355, oui, c'est la bête. The Beast, 777. Beautiful aircraft. I agree, the livery looks fantastic on the triple. I smell jet fuel. Woo! The last of it. Jazz 996 Embraer 175 to LaGuardia. That's more my jam. I didn't see the swoop, but there's a Rouge. Transat butter machine in the background there, getting towed to the hangar. Feel a little jazzy. Rouge. Off to Miami, A321. See a little jazzy. Jazz RJ900. Oh, thanks, Dino. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Mickey Mouse. I've been to Maine. Maine is cool. I drove through Maine, actually, on my way back from New Brunswick once. Decided to do the U.S. Alright, we got the RJ900 to Ronald Reagan. Jazz 786, cleared for takeoff. Yes, it's called an RJ900. Or we just call them RJs. Oh, got an inbound. I'm going to guess it's another Cessna, but I can't see. Just because they always come in pairs. Nope, it's a Dashi. It's a Dashi. Little Dashi. Jazz 434 coming from Timmins on a Q400. Hey, Dina, Bristol. I've never been all the way to Bristol. I've been all over England, but never to Bristol. Shiver me timbers! It's midnight in Bristol. That's cool. Steady stream of departures happening now. Royal Air Morocco just landed as well. Catch that departure, hopefully. Oh, that Pepsi Zero Sugar was a bad idea. It is so cold. Making me shiver. Gonna have to bounce around a bit. Nice. My friend Vio and I are planning a Heathrow plane spotting trip. Just have to sort out the dates. Air Canada 464 up next in A321 headed to Yow! Yowza! -2, that's not bad, it's comparable. Comparable. We're I'm reading -3 on my Google right now. Yow, baby! Ottawa. Oh, thank you, members, getting the yows into the chat. Custom emojis. Lots of fun. The yow one, I like. We like to yell out yow. Folks, it was only, I want to say, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, just over 2 weeks ago, we hit 20,000 subscribers on Christmas Day at night. Now we're just about at 20,700. Very much appreciate you all being here and your support. Thanks again to everyone who sent a tip or a super chat during the stream. Helps us out a lot. And just hitting that like button, honestly, is very helpful. Gets the word out. I think I can play a replay of the Aer Lingus XLR. But I'll come back to that. This is the Boeing version of the baby bus. 737-700. This is going to Edmonton. WestJet 439. I'm gonna see if I can get that video up for a second because we had the Aer Lingus A321 XLR, first time in Toronto today. Jason was saying earlier it's the first time that plane has ever been in Toronto. This is our instant replay. Shamrock 1 Mike November A321 XLR. The audio is from the current radio, just staying up to date, but I'm just showing you the visual from the Shamrock earlier. I can probably add, let me put it back on for a second. let's go back to our HDMI input. That was fun. Instant replay. Air Canada 153. This is off to Calgary on an A321-200. The snow is beginning. All right, bring it on. I love a little snow on a stream. A little snow stream. Flurries are coming in. I mean, if the visibility gets too low, we'll call it a night, but I like some snow. Paul, I definitely thought of you when I did that time. Oh my. It's actually getting chillier. Even though the thermometer's not dropped much, it's getting damp. Oh. Lights. Porter 503 to Orlando, Embraer 195 E2. Approaching runway 23 shortly. And the snow is beginning. We're getting a little blast of light here from this vehicle. We will turn shortly. There we go. The snow definitely makes the sky look all brighter, especially with these camera settings. But sometimes the plane disappears before it reaches the end of the runway, so we'll have to see what we see here. I have an inbound. Well, if it isn't our other Cessna FedEx. Let's go have a look. It's coming in over the Fresh Burger. I've never eaten at Fresh Burger, but I hear good things. There's a little FedEx feeder Cessna Caravan. You can see the snow, I think, in this shot. as it goes by the lights. It's definitely snowing a little heavier. Little snow is not going to stop us.
We have a problem with pass-through from claustrophobic is in the back. We cannot be fired from the
A lot of snow would stop us, but a little. Is Porter waiting? Couldn't hear what it was talking about. Something about the back, maybe. Maybe they're not ready. There it goes. Porter off to.
We're going back to gate. The passenger seems to be fine, but we're going to require medical assistance. It is a medical.
Oh, they go back to the gate because a passenger requires medical assistance. That's no fun. Hope everybody's okay. Hope everyone's okay. Porter returning to the gate. Medical condition on board, unfortunately. I hope everybody is okay. Just when you thought we were done with FedEx Cessnas, though, another one is coming in. From Sudbury, Morningstar Air Express 7095 on a Cessna 208 Bravo Super Cargo Master. And the snow is getting heavier. And the wind picking up even more. All right, let's go have a look at the distant Cessna hiding in the snow. Yes, we want MD-11, of course we do. That'd be amazing. I would love some MD-11. Paul, were you just doing a parody of Informer by Snow? Importer. Looks like it'd be snowing on the plane. That was a throwback. Informer. You know, say daddy me, snow me, I go blame. I like a boom boom down. I was looking into that song a while back because I remembered it and I was like, what was that all about? And apparently he wrote that about a time when he was charged with attempted murder for stabbing someone outside of a North York pub. And people were or were not informing on him, or it was about something like that. So I was curious, because he sings it so fast. I was curious what the words were. And that song is a lot more problematic these days than I realized at the time. Because, well, you can look it up yourself. Full on snowing now. Oh, thanks, Greg. Welcome. Appreciate it. It is definitely snowing here at Toronto Pearson. I am hanging out in the snow. The weather outside is frightful, but the airplanes are so delightful. And since I've no place to go, that's not true, I've got several places I could go. But we're gonna keep rolling, see what we can get to tonight. Until it gets a bit too rough. But we've been doing over 3 hours, which is I like to do at least 3 hours when I can. But there we go. Whoops, almost deleted my video source. That would have been weird. Brian, welcome. I wonder if we will get a rocket. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be here long enough to catch the rocket. The snow is starting to come down a bit more on this end. We'll see what we get to. I'd like to get a couple more hits. At least we got the Lufthansa. I feel like no matter what happens from this point on, we caught Lefty. I appreciate that, Jenny. Thank you. Looks like visibility is rapidly decreasing. Well, let's see this A220-300 headed to Winnipeg, Air Canada 269. Yeah, it's coming in. Yep. Somewhere in that fog, there's a plane. In that snowy mess over there. Let's see what we see. I guess I'm gonna start de-icing them now, maybe. See what happens. What else we got here? Not much on the go. We'll give it another 5 minutes or so, see what happens with the traffic on Alpha. And then decide what our next move is. They're going to be probably getting out the snow cruise soon. Salt in the runways, or whatever that fluid they put on it is. Salt's probably a bad idea. Well, the earlier I leave tonight, the earlier I can come back tomorrow and try to catch Emirates. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's definitely a bit on the snowy and chilly side tonight. Legs are... I'm not that cold. I'm well layered. I got a good layer plan going on. No, we don't, but that is a different rocket, absolutely. Ride the rocket! Actually, someone earlier was mentioning how all pilots they think sound the same on the ATC. And I was thinking back of before they got the AI voice or whatever on the TTC trains. I remember the person would come on the radio on the subway. And you could never really tell what station was next, because they'd be like, up next, don't say the next. Stand clear of the doors, please, stand clear of the doors. I'm like, all right. Wanted to see what that was all about. I'm like, was that Spadina? Was that Bathurst? Broadview? Just sounded like, but now they have, the next station is Broadview. Broadview station. Doors will open on the left. So it's a little bit clearer now. Aw, thanks, Sir Pickle. You are fantastic. Thank you. What we got going on here? We got a slow-moving parade with vehicles. Canada, folks. Canada and winter. Two words that go hand in hand. James, I'm gonna highlight that. So the best I've ever looked is when I'm covered with 100 different layers and you can't see a darn thing on my face. That's what my wife tells me too. I look better when I'm far away. We're having a good time. I don't know, maybe this will pass over quickly. We'll see. I don't eat burgers, but the burger place is looking tempting right now because it's warm. Oh no, I agree with the BA pilots. Speedbird 5 Charlie Alpha. Holding short, runway 23, ready for departure. Okay, takeoff 23, Speedman, 5 Charlie Alpha. Honestly, the stereotype, it makes me laugh now. You can tell people a million times that we have very, very, very hot summers and they're not going to remember. It's very interesting because I look at streams like LA and the temperature varies slightly. Very hot and then warm. Whereas I have streams where I have to wrap up because it's too hot and I can't function and everything's melting and shutting off. And then I have streams where it's way too cold, where I can't function, where everything is freezing and shutting off. It's a land of extremes. I think May is the best month to stream. And like late September. Other than that, it gets too cold or too hot. But I go from wearing as many layers as possible to the thinnest possible breathable shirt. In fact, my wife bought me that very light, I think it's got part spandex, part polyester, but it's a hoodie that covers my arms to reflect the sunlight so I don't burn. So, land of extremes. We stream extremes. Yeah, that's not funny, but it is what it is. Alright, what else we got going on here? More, not much. Not much taxiing down this way either. Unless, what are you? Nope. PIA just landed on the other side. Go PIA. Thank you, Air Force One. Best wishes to you. Yeah, Tom, I don't know if I want to remind everybody of that, but it was a scary day. I flew out that day, actually. I had tickets to Heathrow. Or Gatwick. Maybe Gatwick. Either way, I was flying to London that day to visit my mom. And my plane was 6 hours delayed because of the Air France crash. But I'm glad everybody was safe, survived. It was wild, wild weather that day for sure. There's a great Mayday episode about it. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Mayday is a good show. Hey, John. Not much going on right now. There's a weather lull as they're getting all the vehicles out. They are on the move. Oh, wow. Tyler, wow. Yeah, Mayday is fantastic. I think we're gonna call it there, folks. Let the snow come in, do its thing, and I'll monitor it overnight, and I'm hopefully back to do a live to catch Emirates if the snow has slowed down. So not our longest stream, not our longest Friday by any stretch of the imagination, but just gonna have another quick look at the forecast. It seems to be getting heavier this way, so. Yeah, it looks like it's high probability of quite a bit of snow. -3 right now feels like -8 in Mississauga. But I think it's going to stop by the time Emirates arrives. So if we can catch that tomorrow morning, we can get ourselves a live stream. EK241 is taxiing. Or is it lined up? No, it's taxiing. I can't see what it's doing. Could that be a runway? I'll show you what I see here. Oh yeah, it is! Emirates tomorrow is just about to take off from Dubai. It's at 48 knots. So this is EK241 coming to Toronto. So if I catch that in the morning, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's wild, man. Dominic. Glad you don't have snow. All right, we'll call it there. As you can see from this camera, it is snowy and gross and not much going on. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening. If I don't see you again this weekend, have a great weekend, but I will, I'm trying to get back tomorrow morning. So embrace the journey, everybody. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. It really helps out the channel immensely. I'm gonna go dry off some of this gear so I can be back in the morning to hopefully catch Emirates on the live stream. Thank you all so much for coming out, and we will be back. My name is Michael. You've been watching Wake Turbulence Aviation Live, Toronto's only YouTube YYZ live stream channel. Thanks for checking us out.